Managed to get his resources for Castle Age, and he's actually going with the Trade Wing Bazaar, which is something we never ever see, not since it got nerfed. Smooth Operator, he's back, and once again he's on the Abbasid dynasty. Now we're going to see what he can do in this match. This time he's against an Ayyubid player, so most likely they'll be looking at some sort of castle timing push with Gulams or the Camel Lancers. We shall see, but our main focus will be on Smooth Operator and how he disrupts or deals with any sort of timing pushes that come out of the Ayyubid. I hope you enjoyed the last couple of videos on my channel if you have watched them. If not, feel free to go back, check them out. We're focusing on Smooth Operator and his Abbasid dynasty strategies. Previously, we had a little Abbasid mirror. It was 1 TC against 2 TC. And, well, you'll have to watch it to find out what happened. But it's a cracking game. And the game before that, we saw some very interesting strategies coming out from Smooth. He went a quick dock into Fast Castle, into Knights, which is definitely not something you see very often from the Abbasid players. So yeah, another great game. You also saw Jeanne d'Arc get hit with an explosive Dao, which was quite funny. So definitely worth checking out that video. House of Wisdom coming down now a little later for Smooth than it was for our orange Ayyubid player. Let's switch over to number of villagers on the resources. Same amount on food, very standard. We do notice Smooth Operator tends to go for just 2 on gold, whereas most other people go for 3, sometimes even 4 on the gold. I wonder why that is. We'll have to see how much it affects any sort of age ups. We do see Green now starts his immediately as soon as his House of Wisdom finishes. Looks like Orange will be a little later. Still needs another 10 gold and is floating a little bit of extra food. So perhaps a more efficient route that Green has taken here. We do have the military wing coming out for Orange, so he will get the cavalry unit for free once that finishes, and I'm sure that'll head straight out to the gold of the green player, but he will have the 4 units from his own military wing, which will make an easy defense. So questionable age up, I guess, from Orange. I think he definitely could have played around with something a little different. The Desert Raider is immediately countered by the 2 spearmen and the 2 archers that come out from the Abbasid player. And going forward, you know, 1 Desert Raider every 2 minutes against a Civ that is very good against any sort of cavalry unit is interesting. We'll see how it works out. Maybe it'll be fine. But yeah, I would wonder why you would want to go into heavy cavalry against Abbasid. We'll see. Green has pulled all of his villagers off of gold, transferred them onto wood. Fresh food stuff comes in, and immediately a stables comes down. So he will have horsemen to complement his spearmen and archer that are already on the field. Desert Raider will pop out shortly, but it's going to be met very quickly with the military of Green. I wonder where he will send it. I don't think he's set a rally point yet. Oh, he has. Just to his own base, really, with some archery range coming down for him as well. So it looks like we will get a little bit of feudal aggression as the units move around to the south of the Ayyubid base. Possibly going to look to head towards the gold, but Orange has pulled all workers off of gold and off of berries, so no harassment, able to come in from those angles. Desert Raider doing almost an identical path, but opposite, up to green. No units pulled off of berries yet, but the horseman will be able to defend. I think you probably need 2 horsemen to kill 1 camel raider, but we'll see. He is going to take a couple of hits here if he's not careful. Yep, but the 2 horsemen, easy defense there. And I think horsemen have 188 move speed, so they will actually be able to run down this camel raider. So horsemen, strangely a very strong counter. I mean, it's not strange. They do get the debuff, but then they get additional damage because this unit counts as a ranged unit. So they will be getting the +9 bonus range damage, even though they had minus 20% overall damage. So easy pick off there. No villagers lost for either player yet. Tower coming up to protect the gold, but green is retreating his units. Does have 4 horsemen on the field now, so is definitely looking to ramp up his feudal aggression, especially with a second archery range coming in. So it looks like a horseman archer comp with 12 on wood, so possibly looking to get some battering rams eventually would be pretty nice. There isn't going to be too much to defend against any battering rams from our Ayyubid player. The archery range obviously only producing archers or desert raiders. Archers doing very minimal damage to any sort of siege tech, so we'll probably have to pull some villagers if we do see a battering ram coming down. We did see a ghost of a blacksmith being popped down there, so I would say definitely looking for full feudal aggression. Perhaps he cancelled it because he wanted to use the wood elsewhere. We'll see. We'll see what he decides to go with. Some horsemen moving in now. Aren't going to get much done here. No military upgrades coming in just yet. Scout just poking and prodding on the wood line. The blacksmith was cancelled and now pumping out quite a few archers. He's got 11 on the field, complemented by 7 horsemen. So nice little force here. 21 military to 10. Archers, horsemen move in to the archers, but one gets taken down there. Nice reactions from Orange. He is going to be struggling with food very shortly though. How many sheep carcasses does he have down here? Maybe 3, 4, sort of at most, which is maybe 800 food on a good day, but he's definitely used up some of those carcasses down there. So we'll have to move out, which is going to be difficult to secure as he is quite outnumbered on the military side of things. We do see the blacksmith has been finished now, and we see iron undermesh coming in, which will help against the unit composition of the Ayyubids. He did manage to get his... Oh, this is interesting. I was going to say he managed to get his resources for Castle Age, and he's actually going with the Trade Wing Bazaar, which is something we never ever see. Not since it got nerfed. They used to be able to trade for villagers. You can now not trade for villagers. So this is going to be very interesting. He's going to need to get some lucky rolls here. Some of the military units are going to be really the only way he can defend against this sizable push that's coming in from green. 1 battering ram is finished. I think that will be able to be dealt with fairly easily. Pull the vills, but he doesn't really want to lose any vills, so we'll see. Battering ram comes in. Desert Raiders move up to the front, and the battering ram starts working on the tower. Second tower trying to be completed. Might be a little bit too late here. Horsemen move in. Archers are focusing the scout, I think, or maybe some villagers and camel raiders in the middle. Horsemen are being whittled down. Only 2 left on the field, but I think enough archers to back them up and still able to get the push in. And that's battering ram has been able to do its job, take down the tower. Now working on the mining camp, which means gold income is going to be hindered for our orange player. He has very quickly moved over to this outer gold vein, so that is good. And another outpost going down. His age up is almost finished. The trade wing has managed to bank a decent amount of gold. We will see what he is able to buy. Is he going to get lucky? Not really. He got wood and food, so none of the immediate military units coming in. That is pretty unfortunate. I think that could have been very nice if he had had 2 of those. That would have been sort of instantly 5 units, and not too long away he would have had another 5 coming out. This gold vein that orange had moved out to has been spotted and is now under fire from archers. He needs to get these workers into the tower. Has lost 2 villagers so far, and I think he will probably lose 1 more here before the tower does end up cleaning up all of the units. These battering rams are just free to do whatever they like, taking out all the houses. He is down to only 50 population capacity, so if 1 more house goes down, he's going to start having to use his wood to make more houses. Big push of archers coming in now onto the villagers. Sniping loads out here. Oh, miss rally. Tons of villagers going down. And orange decides to call it a really rough game there. Nice feudal aggression. 1TC feudal aggression coming out for the Abbasid. And some rough trade bazaar rolls for orange. GG smooth operator. Well, another great game by smooth operator on the Abbasid. Another feudal aggression from Abbasid with horseman spearman. So horseman spearman? No, horseman archer. That was pretty great. I never really play feudal aggression Abbasid, so I'm going to try it for sure. I wonder what different civs it works against. I'm sure there'll be some that it doesn't really work, but I think against some slower, passive, eco, boom kind of civs, China, Abbasid, who else wants to just boom up? Probably won't work against Byzantines, even though I kind of wish it would. They just have too many options early game, and you never know what mercenary wing they take. Mercenary wing? Mercenary... I don't know, what's it called? It's not really a wing, is it? You know, the contract. That's the word I'm looking for. Contract. Until they've popped out their first unit. So you've either got longbowmen or keshiks. Or what's the other one they can have? I don't know, let me know. Let me know in the comments. I can't remember the third option they get. Well, regardless, fun game. Little short one there. And there's a few more in his recently played games that we can still cast, but he needs to play some more games. Good little foray into some different Abbasid strategies, and I'll be on the lookout for some other interesting different games on the ladder that we can watch in the coming weeks. So yeah, let me know what you thought down below, and I'll see you in the next one, which could be linked here. See ya.